What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and some sad news has come out. Brooklyn's very own Pop Smoke was unfortunately murdered earlier this morning. And I know what you're thinking, Quake, why are you making this video? Normally, I do not make videos about people passing. It's just something that I don't like to do. But when Nipsey Hussle passed last year, I kept seeing stupid channels create false narratives for clicks on their videos. I sat back and watched it and was really disgusted by it and decided with this Pop Smoke situation, I'm not going to sit back and let that happen again because they're doing it once again. A lot of these channels are creating false narratives just to get clicks, and it's just been disgusting. So I want to talk about what actually happened, not the stupid speculations. We can talk a little bit about that, but it means nothing because it's not true right now. There's nothing confirmed in these speculations. But before we talk about that, let me tell you guys who Pop Smoke is, because I know a lot of you guys are just now getting introduced to him. Pop Smoke is a 20-year-old hip-hop artist straight out of Brooklyn who released his first project in July of 2019, which is quite recently. The project was called Meet the Woo, and it featured a track on there called Welcome to the Party, and this track ended up blowing up for him, and it made him somewhat of a big name in hip-hop in terms of not mainstream, but just hip-hop culture. I ended up listening to him towards September 2019, maybe October 2019. And how I caught wind of him was because a lot of people were saying he sounds a little bit like 50 Cent and that he mentions 50 Cent as an influence. And of course, as you guys know me, I'm a huge 50 Cent fan. He's my favorite rapper. So of course, I ended up checking out Pop Smoke. A lot of people were mentioning the track PTSD as a track that kind of references 50 Cent's Mini Men. So I checked that out. Then I checked out Welcome to the Party. And at first, I'm going to be honest, I didn't really like it, but it started to grow on me because Pop Smoke's voice is something that's very unique, which I ended up not liking in the beginning, but ended up loving because it's so different from a time where a lot of artists sound exactly the same. Fast forward a couple months, and actually on this month, he dropped the sequel project, Meet the Woo 2, and my favorite track was Christopher Walking. He ended up making that the single, which I'm glad, and I remember when I first heard it, I was like, damn, this is the track that's going to help him take off and become mainstream. And unfortunately, as you guys see now, that has come to an end, which sucks, man. He's only 20 years old, younger than me, which is insane to hear. It sucks. A lot of these hip-hop artists nowadays are dying super young. It's insane, man. I feel bad for the newer generation of kids that are listening to hip-hop because I'm sure they become fans of these guys, and then all of a sudden, these guys end up dying. So let's talk about what actually happened, the facts. So this was the first initial news report. It came up that said Pop Smoke was shot and killed Wednesday morning in what appears to be a home invasion robbery. The rapper was at a home in Hollywood Hills at around 4:30 a.m. when two men wearing hoodies and masks broke into the house, and this according to law enforcement sources. We're told that the two men fired multiple shots, striking and critically wounding Pop Smoke. The men were seen fleeing on foot. This was the initial report, but now due to surveillance footage in the house, they found out that actually 4 men came there, not 2. 4 men came in the house, masked up, and went directly for Pop Smoke, and they did not steal anything. They didn't go there to have a home invasion robbery. They went there strictly to get Pop Smoke and kill him, so it was a direct hit. It wasn't something where it was just a robbery. You know, some people came by, they saw he had money in his Instagram photos or whatever the case may be. I know a lot of reports were saying that. Nope, it was a direct hit according to law enforcement when they looked at the video footage. So when this first happened, reports were saying that, you know, Pop Smoke's brother accidentally posted their address and that people saw that they were having money and they came in there to rob them, and it just went wrong and Pop Smoke ended up getting killed. And that was not the case. I can see why people would say that. And this is what happens when you want to be the first person with the news out there. You do not fact check. You do not wait for the actual accurate information. You just report whatever's out there. And a bunch of misleading information has been out there. And something that really bothers me was that people are accusing Pop Smoke's own brother for setting him up. And that's just insanely ridiculous. I know there's a lot of stories in life that have happened where family members set each other up, but I just cannot see this being the case. They were really close. They both built this huge empire together. And for the internet to just insanely accuse this guy who just lost his brother to getting murdered is insanely disrespectful. And it got so out of hand that his own brother Mike had to go on his Instagram and clear everything up. He posted pictures of him and his brother when they were younger, which was Pop Smoke. And in the caption he says, "Can't nothing express the pain I'm feeling. I just lost my fucking brother, my heart, my dogs. You guys have no type of sense or sympathy. Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all come on here playing instigator and bashing me on the internet. I would never in my life set my brother up. We ate together, broke bread together. This really my mother's child. I don't gotta explain nothing to nobody that don't know me. But for the ones who know me, know when you saw me, you saw Pop. We live in such a fucked up society. Y'all gotta wake up. Just know I got you forever, brother. The truth will come to light. Until then, sleep in peace." So the fact that he had to even say this while he's mourning the loss of his brother just recently is ridiculous. The internet really doesn't care. They just automatically see something and assume that's what it is. And I'm tired of that happening. It happens every single time something like this happens. With the Nipsey Hussle situation, the same thing happened. People were creating clickbait titles, trying to get anything just to make the story seem more interesting, and it's ridiculous. Continuing on, it's been confirmed, like I said earlier, that Pop Smoke's murder was a targeted hit. This is what the article said. Pop Smoke's death wasn't a robbery gone wrong. It was a targeted hit, and that conclusion is supported by surveillance video. People who have seen the surveillance footage from outside the Hollywood Hills home where Pop Smoke was killed Wednesday morning tells us you see 4 men approach the home at around 4:30 a.m. and sneak around back. A couple minutes pass before 3 of the 4 walk back up the side of the home to the front. The 4th apparently walked in the back door, but no camera was trained on it. The next time you see the man, he exits through the front door of the house. As we reported, multiple shots were fired inside the home, and they only struck Pop Smoke, who was rushed to the Cedars Medical Center where he was pronounced dead. At first, it seemed like it might have been a robbery because the rapper posted a photo earlier in the day of a bunch of gifts, one of which had his home address embezzled on it. He also posted another pic hours before the shooting of himself and a friend, which is his brother, in a car. The friend is holding an enormous amount of cash. But here's the thing. The folks who have seen the surveillance video footage tell us the person inside the house, presumably the shooter, did not carry anything out. Given that he shot someone, it's doubtful he would take time to stuff items in his pockets. So the surveillance video footage says one person went in the house completely, and this is the person who more than likely shot and killed Pop Smoke. He probably was in there. Maybe Pop Smoke was sleeping. I doubt it because he actually tweeted about 20 minutes before he ended up getting killed on Twitter, which is crazy to think about. But he probably was, paying attention to something, ended up getting shot. It's kind of crazy how only Pop Smoke got shot, so I can see why people are accusing his brother, but it's still ridiculous to think that. Maybe it was just a straight targeted hit. They wanted to kill him quick, get out of there as quick as possible so nobody sees them, nobody sees their face, so on and so forth. So that's the facts of this whole case right now. Those are the facts. There's nothing saying his brother set him up. Anybody saying that is ridiculous. It's insane. That never happened right now. Nothing is confirmed saying that. There's no allegation. There's no evidence. Nothing. So what I'm concluding, this is based off my opinion and what's reported out there as facts. Apparently there was a party before all this happened at the house. Now, when there's a party going on, obviously most of the time there's drugs involved. I'm thinking this is the same situation what happened in Nipsey, but just a little bit different with drugs being involved. What happened with Nipsey, as we know now as time's gone on, is that Nipsey somewhat disrespected the guy that came up to him, and then that guy ended up killing Nipsey because of that. Now, what was said isn't 100% confirmed, but Nipsey said something along the lines of, "You're a snitch, get out of here." The guy got mad, came back with a gun, and killed him. Now, if Pop Smoke had a party, invited some people that he probably knew or didn't know that well, who knows? At parties, people come and go. You're not really aware of who's there and what's going on 100% of the time. At least most people aren't. Now, we don't know if this is true or not. I'm just speculating right here. This is 100% speculation. No accusations of anything. Nothing's been proven of this. But basically, he had the party. They could have gotten drunk, intoxicated. Somebody could have said something disrespectful. Pop could have said something disrespectful to somebody. They could have took it as super disrespectful, and then once the party got over, they said, you know what, let's kill this guy for disrespecting me. That could have happened. That's what's leading, that's at least what based off what I'm reading, that's what's leading me to say, hey, this is what happened, and this is why it happened. The whole speculation of somebody saw his address, came to his house, and, killed him to rob him has been proven false already, because if they would have robbed him, they would have took something. Surveillance footage did not show anyone taking anything, so it wasn't a robbery. It was a direct hit. Someone hated Pop Smoke, had a reason to hate Pop Smoke. It probably happened because of that party. Who knows, though? I mean, it could have been from something in the past that came back to him when he was in Los Angeles. Who knows? I don't know. But I just wanted to make this video because, blaming someone's own brother is just ridiculous. I can't imagine being a celebrity, and, my brother or somebody along the lines that I'm really close to gets killed, and then people just blame me out of nowhere, with no proof, nothing, no proof at all. Just straight up pointing the finger at me and saying you did it while I'm mourning the loss of my own brother. That's insane to think about. I mean, that guy's going through a lot right now, and for the internet just to point fingers, and for stupid news outlets and stupid YouTubers to make videos to fire this on and put, gasoline on this fire is just, irresponsible, and people are just doing it for clickbait and dumb things. And I sat back and watched it with Nipsey Hussle. I decided not to sit back and watch it again with Pop Smoke. It's just getting out of hand. And Pop Smoke's own family has decided to fly out to LA to help the LAPD, find out what the hell happened. Why did this happen? They're actually questioning all the people that were there. They're doing everything they can to figure out what happened, which is good. There's 4 people that are still out on the loose right now that had something to do with this guy's murder. So I hope they figure it out, because, it's a sticky situation. It's something that, unfortunately happened to a 20-year-old guy who had, his whole future ahead of him. I was a fan of his music, like I said earlier. If you guys want to check out his songs, check out Christopher Walken. That's one of my favorites from him, and it just got released. And now I won't be able to listen to it the same way I used to because of what just happened. But yeah, that's it for this video. I wanted to clarify some things. I'm tired of YouTubers doing this stupid clickbait thing with trying to get fake information out there, trying to add gasoline to this fire, accusing people that have nothing to do with anything. So yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Were you guys a Pop Smoke fan? If you guys were, leave a comment below with your favorite song and favorite track off each mixtape. I'll definitely check it out, and I'll definitely respond to everybody as much as I can. So let me know in the comments below. If you want to support this channel further, you can do so at patreon.com/diverse mentality. For just $1 a month or more, you can help support this channel further. A link is in the description below. Like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe. I do videos like this daily on hip-hop news and much more, so definitely subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. Like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.